How you doing, everybody? Jim Gonzalez here, EDI Support LLC. It's another wonderful Wednesday. Last Wednesday, February 2025. So what we want to do today is we want to talk about EDI providers for small teams, what to know before you choose. It's a very important piece that can make or break certain relationships, cost a lot more money, time, focus, a lot of those things. So I constantly have companies that, reach out. They find us through various ways, our YouTube channel, LinkedIn. They find us on Discord, the server that we're running, Reddit, you name it. So they're coming in from all different aspects. And a lot of times they have questions as to, hey, we're brand new. We're looking to EDI. Who should we use? Who should we pick? I don't even know. Like, we do research. We find the common ones that are out there that are doing, the paid Google ads, Facebook ads. They're on the YouTube ads.
Nothing's
Like they're
playing Facebook right now.
They're all over the place for that stuff. And with that, they're really questioning who to pick. So one of the things that I like to tell people is we're at EDI Support. We love to educate and help people to learn how to become as self-sufficient as possible. So one of the key advices that I have is do your due diligence, do your research. Go in there, look at Reddit, look at the reviews, hop in our Discord server, do the reviews inside of there, look at Google reviews, do those type of things, because you're researching the company. You're not researching their capabilities. You're also researching the company and seeing what people have to say about them. Don't just rely on it because somebody says, oh, go with this person. Do your due diligence. Even if that's meaning doing your due diligence on EDI Support LLC, I'm all about it. Like, I want people to select the right company, the right fit, also the company that has your best interest at heart. Okay. And it's working through those things and figuring out those things. So one of the aspects, or one of the main things I want to talk about, out of some of the key things that I want to talk about, why small EDI teams need the right partner. Well, there's common challenges faced by small EDI teams. There's the lack of direction, limited resources, expertise, support, IT staff, it's outsourced, or there is no IT staff. There's an impact of insufficient EDI on business operations. So if you went about, or your team went about and just selected somebody just to select them, because whoever you're using for an ERP, WMS, TMS, and your consultants over there are saying, hey, just go with this company. Well, is there something that's behind that? Do they really know that they're the best choice for you? Have they asked you questions? Have they delved into figuring out what is that and what does that look like? A lot of smaller companies just select somebody just to select somebody because they need to check that box. So we need to check that box. Well, understand what you're getting with that. Some of them are not. They call themselves an EDI managed service or an EDI managed platform, but guess what? You're still going to need to project manage them. You're still going to need to work through the support. You're still going to be hands-on in most of that. So helping them to figure out how you want to do the business processes and the integration and all those things. So what I'm getting at is you need that right partner. You need that partner in that team that's going to work with you inside of how do you envision this working? One of the things that I do as the owner of EDI Support is I set up things to be a la carte. I always tell people, listen, we can be a full-blown EDI department where you're leveraging our decades of experience. We're doing the mapping, we're doing the trading partners, we're doing all of those things. Or we can be a hybrid where we're integrating and we're working with your existing person or team to help you. or we're just time and materials. We'll sit back. You call us if you get stuck, and we'll go through that way. Ask them, what do you do? How do you do it? Are you structured and defined as to how we have to interact with you? Is there emails that we have to use? Can we call you? Do we go into a portal that we self-service our questions and our support issues and our projects? Do you manage the project? Do you talk to the trading partners directly? Figure those things out. And some of the key qualities to look for in an EDI provider or partner is, what's their responsiveness? If it's taking them and their sales team forever to get back to you, and I've heard this, literally people be like, oh my God, I reached out to their sales department and they didn't get back to me for 48 to 72 hours. Well, what's that an indicator of? That's a trend amongst the company, and that's a trend of what they do and how they look at responding to people. Support's not going to be any better, and it's typically going to be worse. So if you're having a hard time just getting a hold of sales, you're going to have even harder time getting a hold of support. So look at, what's their support availability? What's the ease of the integration with an existing system? So have they worked with custom systems? Have they only worked inside of, Epicor? Or have they only worked inside of NetSuite? Well, we only do integrations with such and such. Well, that's a problem. Because if you ever move from that particular software suite, ERP, WMS, TMS, and you want to go with somebody else, does your current EDI provider help you with that? Or are they like, hey, we only deal with such and such? Well, that's an issue. So you want to also have them be flexible in multiple file formats and communication methods. I had a client that I was just talking to the other day that said, hey, we're here in the United States. We do ANSI X12. That's primarily what we handle. We're looking to expand into Europe. Well, Europe is going to have Edifact, Tradecoms, VDA. They're going to have all these different flavors that are different from X12. Can your current provider that you're using in the United States handle those other ones? Or can they not? Well, that's an issue. So now if you expand into Europe, do you have to use two different providers, one for the US and one for Europe, even though they're all integrating into the same ERP? You want to ask these things. You want to know what's your game plan 2 years, 5 years, 10 years down the road, so that you're selecting the right one. I understand maybe you're a small team, looking for, one trading partner, whatever that looks like. But what's your ambition? What does that look like? You want people that are also going to be transparent in their pricing. You don't like hidden costs. You don't like hidden renewals. You don't like those type of things. And it is like anything else in this world. Just because they're the cheapest doesn't mean they're the best. You may think, oh, well, it's cheap. I only spend X a month or X per document. Okay, that's cool. What if you lose your relationship with that particular trading partner that you're getting set up because they're telling you it's going to be 8 weeks to get on our project schedule? That's 2 months. 2 months, they can't even start your project. That could be a problem. Your trading partner could say, oh, well, we were here, we were waiting, we were ready to go. We wanted to roll you out for some type of holiday season or something of that nature. Well, that's a problem. So you want them to be transparent in pricing, transparent in increases or any of those type of things. You want them to also be scalable. Are they really just for 1 or 2 trading partners, or can they handle unlimited amount of trading partners? Does that transaction volume decrease or tear off and become less per transaction based on you increasing your volume? Or do you have to wait until your contract is done? And this is what your overage fee is going to be until that contract is done, and then you look to renew, which again, maybe you don't even know what's that set renewal percentage. What if a company didn't even have one? What if they said, listen, we don't have a renewal increase? How crazy would that be? So think of those type of things. There are red flags and signs of a poor EDI partner. You see it on a constant basis. And some of these things that we run across is, the slow response time, the poor customer service, lack of customization, and rigid solutions, where this solution was built 30 years ago or 20 years ago, and they can't customize it because of you. Everybody that's on the platform has to use it in one same manner because nothing can be fluid. Everything has to be rigid. Well, I can tell you that does not work for most organizations. I had this call with somebody the other day, and I said to him, listen, just because you sell the exact same product as one of your competitors does not mean you move product the exact same way as that competitor. So if you both select the same system and the same EDI partner and the same EDI service, you're going to want some tweaks and they're going to want some tweaks, because maybe there's allowances, charges, maybe there's some flow of these guys they have their own warehouse and you use a 3PL or an outsourced warehouse. Whatever it may be, there's always going to be a difference in how you process, how you handle credit limits, how you do certain things. Are there frequent errors? Is there delays in your transactions actually being delivered and sent? Do you even know when your transactions get delivered or when your transactions fail? Or are you just like, I'll just monitor it and I look in there every other day? Well, in EDI, that doesn't work. EDI is supposed to automate the process, supposed to remove as much human intervention as possible. So that's a red flag. Do they do what I call about the lock-in tactics, or the making it very hard for you to switch and not even helping you to switch from their EDI package to another EDI package? Could you imagine if you called somebody and you said, hey, listen, your solution no longer works for me and for us. I'm going to be moving to X. And that provider that you reached out to just goes, okay, what can I do to help you move to that new platform? Because if that's where you feel you should take your business and your opportunities, I will help you go there. Could you only imagine? Those are the type of things that you have to think about. Is, are they your partner and wanting to be a partner? Or are they going to basically try to control you? Are they going to tell you falsehoods that you can't use another provider? They're the end all be all. You have to use them. Well, that's not the kind of company I want to work with. That's not the kind of clients that I want to have. What's the role of the automation and modern EDI solutions? How long has their solution been rolled out? Do they do modifications? Do they change what they're doing? You want to look at how EDI automation reduces manual effort for small teams. If you're thinking you can delay doing EDI, think again. The biggest things that people always say is, I can wait, I can wait, I can wait. I can tell you, if you wait on EDI and you put these requirements on your team, and you're not thinking of EDI, API, integrations, automation, and making the simplistic things taken care of, there are competitors that are going to beat you, because they are thinking of that. They are thinking of, how can I reduce my overhead, reduce my staff, reduce these things, and allocate my staff members from doing the mundane over and over work, and get them doing things that are more productive in building the company and taking the company to the next tier, the next successful platform. Whatever it may be, you need to be in that mindset. Everybody's kicking around the term AI. and machine learning and all these things, I can tell you that it's coming about because people need people doing jobs that machines can't. In the EDI world is exactly the same thing. People have reached out, talked to me about building EDI platforms, putting AI and machine learning and all those things. And you can do that and you can take that to a certain level. But in my mind, and I'm not trying to be closed-minded, because believe me, I look into all these things and I really believe in AI and machine learning, and it has a big fit and it can take care of a lot of things, especially when it comes to EDI and helping people. But there's certain aspects that people are still going to need to be involved. Unless you can build a big old repository to answer every single question that could ever come about when you're setting up an integration or you're handling EDI, maybe that'll happen 50 years from now. But I can tell you it's not going to be tomorrow. Can we get to that point? We can, if a lot of people and businesses get onto a universal method similar to what they're trying to do in Europe with e-invoicing and all that stuff. So understand, is your partner looking forward thinking, or are they just owned by venture capitalists that are like, get me as much money as I can, I'm going to reduce my staff without bringing more people on to keep our customer service level high. And I'm going to have many successful quarters of growth because I keep buying more companies. Think about that. Think about your EDI provider and who you can work with and who is there for a small team and an outfit that is set up to help you be successful. Do your due diligence. Look at what's out there. You also need to look at the cost versus value with making the right investment. There's a lot of the hidden costs when choosing the wrong partner. There's chargebacks, fines, loss of relationship, a lot of things that are going to inhibit you if you choose the wrong EDI partner and you look to the wrong provider to help you. And you think that their managed service means fully managed outsourced EDI department, when in reality, that's not what it means. You have to ask them, what's that definition? Do I need EDI knowledge on my team or do I not? You're going to be the person that handles all of that. It's really balancing how to balance the affordability with the long-term ROI and understanding what that looks like. It's understanding that EDI staff members and EDI people that are highly experienced, it's getting smaller and smaller here in the United States. I'm trying to, as a business owner, literally gobble up as many of the good people that are out there that know EDI, API integrations and put them on my team so that we can help more businesses. But it is hard for me to find these people. If it's hard for me to find them, who literally lives and breathes and does EDI, API, and integrations and talks about it every single day, how easy is it for you? How easy is it for you to have a headhunter looking for these people, especially if you're looking for them to be here in the United States? A lot of IT in reality is being sent overseas in all kinds of different countries. It's not here because, and especially in EDI, API, and integrations, because that's not what people want to do. People that are coming out of colleges want to be in the machine learning, AI, latest and greatest, all of these things, moving data, getting, purchase orders in, invoices out. That's boring. I can tell you it's not boring when it's done successfully and you can feel that satisfaction of helping businesses, companies, and clients. That's what we're here for at EDI Support LLC, is helping businesses, helping them to succeed, making sure we're bringing as high of a level of customer service as we can. We do have growing pains. We run into situations where we're not perfect, but owning it and saying, hey, let me fix that. Let me try to do better. Give me the chance, and working and keeping that open communication, that's a partner. That's the way to look at things. And that's what you need to do when you're looking for who is that EDI provider, solution provider, whatever it may be. You need the options, do your due diligence. This is what I wanted to talk about today. I hope that you take this in, absorb it, look out there. Again, we have our pieces of education that we put out there. Join our YouTube channel, like it, comment on it, check out our Discord, join it, see what information you need on there. Check me out and see us on LinkedIn, because LinkedIn is going to give you some valuable information and key insights. Anywhere you can find it, even hop on Reddit and look at posts and reviews and put comments on there. There's a lot of resources that are out there to help you figure out who is going to be that right team to help you. As always, stay warm. It's getting warmer here in Pennsylvania. We're up to like 50 or almost 55, I believe, today, which is crazy. I wish you the best. Again, if you need me, don't hesitate to reach out. Jim Gonzalez, EDI Support LLC. I wish you a great Wednesday and a great rest of your week. Take care.